ladies and gentlemen, Mr Mayor and invited guests. As Secretary to the Mousehole Lights Committee, I would like to welcome you all to the 49th year of the Mousehole Christmas Lights. The Harbour Lights Committee would like to thank all those who have permitted us to use the properties and electricity for our displays, especially the Mousehole Harbour Commissioners. Tonight we are joined by the Carol Air Choir, comprising of the Mousehole Male Voice Choir, and ladies of the Chapel Choir and friends. The Pendine Silver Band will also be accompanying the singing. We thank them all for coming along. Reverend Julian Drew will be conducting the Carol Air service. Some people's Christmas celebrations are just not complete until they've heard some of Julian's jokes. Thanks also go to all the Harbour Lights personnel who have worked in all weathers, but also to those who worked behind the scenes to ensure this event takes place and the lights continue to shine over the next 21 nights. We somehow managed to get to the show you will see tonight. Although it may look familiar, the Merry Christmas has been completely rewired and partially rebuilt. It's taken over 2,000 man-hours to do this. There are new white low-voltage trees on the quay, and the Celtic Cross on the island is now powered solely by a wind generator plus 2 solar panels. Some of you may have noticed our wind speed trials on a trailer whizzing along the A30 recently. This year our lights are to be switched on by someone who is a Yorkshire lad through and through, he tells me. But he has lived in Mousehole since 1966. Roy Smith is generally to be found in the car park hut just down below me. He has been a great supporter of the lights, storing various items in his hut for us, and on occasions his hut has been even used by Father Christmas himself. Roy is also the cheery face that greets a lot of people when they visit the village, and all have agreed that Roy is the best person to switch on this year's lights. Now, before I hand over to Roy, I would like to mention next year, which for the Harbour Lights is a significant milestone, and that is our 50th anniversary. Whilst we can't match the Male Voice Choir's lengthy history of 103 years, we are still very proud of our achievement. We would be very grateful of your help with our fundraising for next year's projects, and our official collectors are in the crowd. I'll now ask Mr Roy Smith to switch on the 49th Mousehole Christmas Lights.
Good evening, everybody. I said that somewhere for tonight. I think she's already said after my speech I was going to do, so what can I do? I'd just like to say I came here with my family to the village in 1960, and I'm very grateful finally to have the opportunity to really thank everyone who's made us so welcome all those years ago. I had 2 boys, 2 girls. My youngest boy, Kevin, was lost on the Penwheel boat, so I thought it's getting very near the 19th of December, so I thought everybody just like to pause for a thought of the family of the Penwheel Lifeboat crew. Thank you very much. Thank you, everybody. What I'd like to say, what I'm going to say, although Kevin was born and bred in Yorkshire, he became a Cornishman of a night when he came here. He's travelled, joined the Merchant Navy, had a contract with Cunard, went all over the place with Cunard, including on the QE2, and he used to say, once he saw Michael's Mount in the distance, he knew he was home. And even though I'm a Yorkshireman through and through, Mousehole will always be my home. Finally, I know you will join in me in thanking the Harbour Lights team for the huge amount of work involved in giving us this wonderful light display. They're on duty from beginning of October right through to the present evening tonight. And what I'd like to say in final is I hope you all have a very Merry Christmas and Happy New Year. And with that, I'd like to switch the lights on now for 2012.
Well done, Roy. Thank you very much. Lovely to see you all. This is not rain that's falling. Far from it. Di said that some of you, your Christmas hadn't really started until you've heard some of my jokes. Well, all I can suggest is that that must be because you think everything's got to get better from tonight. Well, anyway, welcome each and every one of you. We've already had a welcome for the Mayor. Amongst, I don't know if he's out tonight, but somewhere around the area is Reverend Brian Stevens, who was... are you here, Brian? He's very quiet if he is, which is not like Brian. Some years ago now. Anyway, we're going to get going with the carols straight away because the band need to warm up because they think they're wet over there. They're not. So we're going to start with the first one in the sheet. "O come, all you faithful."
Thank you.